The plan for tonight is not to only sit back and drink tea and eat steak. It's just a recipe for disaster. Right, now I have to try and get back out without falling into this slop. It's just my gigantic arse, you know, just causing havoc. I'm just trying to find a spot to put down my tent. On the way in, I saw quite a few midges, which I was not best pleased about. I did bring a citronella candle with me, but that's the only form of insect repellent I have. So I'm hoping if I can pitch kind of out in the open, the breeze might just help to keep them at bay. That's my theory anyway. Whether it works out or not now is another thing. Oh, there's a few potential spots here. There's loads of signs of deer. I'm sure this place is teeming with deer. Not that we're going to see any tonight. There's a lovely spot just in there. Oh, it might be a bit too sheltered. Ooh. Oh yeah. Made it look easy, I know. Ooh. Oh, the ground is very soft. There'll be some lovely spots in here for a hammock. The ground is just too uneven and it's very soft with all the moss and that. So I think I'll have to go back to the original location. Yeah, I think this little spot here, if I clear a few of the brambles away, it should do me for tonight. And as you can see, there's not much around it, so I should get a nice little breeze coming through. Yeah, I think I have it sorted. Just have to tidy it up a little bit, make it look nice and sexy. Ooh, one zip. Don't worry, that's not a snot rag, that's a lens cloth. Oh, and by the way, apologies if you can hear some construction work going on. There's a quarry close by. They should be finishing up fairly soon. It's a Friday, they might take an hour off. That peg's nearly out. Where are you going? That wouldn't be good for business. Get in there. I might double peg that one. Seems to be a lot of pressure on it. I've tied my guy lines onto the trees and just used the pegs in through the guy lines. It's just to kind of give me some more headroom inside. The only reason I put out the guy line on this side is because I need to pin back the door. But this, I don't know, I'll put it there for now. I've brought back out my little lantern. If you haven't seen it before, this is a very old lantern. It's a Pure Hand Super Baby 175. I'm sure I could tell some stories. I do think that looks very sexy where it is. But I know for a fact that I'm going to stand up at some stage and kick it out across this lovely woodland, and I don't want to do that. So I have my trusty Swiss Army knife. We're going to do a little bit of bushcraft here. Just trying to find some sort of a branch to make some sort of a stand to put it up on. And I think I just stumbled across it straight away. Look at that. Interesting. It's very dead, but that's alright. What do you reckon? Cut it there somewhere. Let's see if I can. Oh, yeah. Ooh, this bushcrafting is hard work. Will I hang there? That'd be fairly sexy if I hung there now. Oh, yeah. I think it's about time I got a cup of tea on it, on the go, you know, after all that hard work. So I have my little Trangia, but it's not an alcohol stove tonight because I brought the gas attachment that I haven't used before. I can hear voices. And I'm not near any trails. I know we can hear the quarry. I just have to be vigilant. Not that it doesn't bother me, like if someone sees me here, I'm not doing anything wrong, so I'm not too worried, and it's not private land or anything like that, so I won't worry too much. I have some mushrooms in my pot because on the menu tonight we have 2 Irish sirloin steaks, which don't look too pretty when they're in there, but they looked pretty good when I bought them. We'll bash those on later, and all I have with them is the mushrooms, so we'll get that going now shortly, but a cup of tea is top priority here. I'm starting to see and feel some midges, so I'm going to get my little lantern on the go. I'm going to be a bit overkill on the lights tonight, but this is a necessity. It's a little citronella candle. It's my only form of defence against the midges. And that can sit on the table. I just burnt all the hairs off my arm. Oh lads, frightened the heart out of me. Let's try that again. I'm going to take that off. Oh. Cute. Now the plan for tonight is not to only sit back and drink tea and eat steak, as lovely as that sounds. I thought I might try something that I've tried before. I had a comment from Frank and Judah, and he was saying that one of my videos really stood out to him and it was one of his favourites, so I thought I'd give it another go. And it was where I went out camping and watched a horror film while I was camping. And the movie I'm gonna watch is called The Ritual, and the reason I'm watching The Ritual is because I had a lot of comments after the last video that told me to check out that film. Now I haven't looked at a trailer or anything like that. I haven't really looked into it at all, other than if I could stream it. So I think we'll have a little look here and see what it's all about. A trip to the Swedish wilderness turns murky as 4 friends try to mend their strained relationships. However, in the forest, they realise they are not alone. We'll give that a bash. I don't want to look into it anymore. Oh, you're joking. There's a tiny tick on my thumb. That's not a good omen now for tonight. He was tiny. A little baby. And there's loads of midges. That candle is not doing anything for me. I wonder if I hung it up, would it do any better? I know it looks a bit ridiculous having 2 lanterns on, but there's a method to my madness. The bigger lantern's cool, provides more light. The smaller one is meant to keep the midges away. It's not doing a great job, it's slacking. I'm gonna finish making my cup of tea. I have a few rich tea biscuits there as well. Oh no. Okay, this candle is not doing anything for me, so I'm going to have to hold off on the tea for a minute and see if I can find some sort of a rock or something that I can build a little fire on, because I don't want to be sitting in a cloud of midges all night, and I don't want to light a fire straight on the ground here because there's a lot of pine trees around very peaty soil. It's just a recipe for disaster. So I'm not being dramatic or anything, I'm just being sensible. I reckon the chances of finding a rock out here are slim to none. Yeah, I don't think there's any rocks out here at all. Oh, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? I've come in for a little wander through the trees just to see if I can see any rocks. It's a pretty cool little area actually. This is very, very random. But I'm pretty sure I can see a teapot. I won't be able to zoom in on this camera, but I don't know if you'll make it out. It's just, where is it? Just there? But I have to try and get across this mess. The deer obviously cross here quite a bit. You can see all their tracks. Look at all them tracks. Huh? How a teapot got out here, no one knows. And how long it's been here, I don't know, but I'm going to try and jump this. Wish me luck. Okay, don't mess this up, Jason. Right, let's go. Okay. Right, that's one bit done. Try to get across here. Woo! Whoa, bugger. Oh. Apologies for the shaky footage. It's probably like the Blair Witch Project or something. What are the chances of this? Oh, this is really weird. That is a teapot. Is it? Oh no, it's like a... What is that? Ah, that's annoying. It's some sort of an oil can. I thought it was a teapot, so I was going to be able to take the lid off and maybe make a little fire inside it. I'm going to bring it with me though. Could be useful. Thought I heard someone talking there. Right, now I have to try and get back out without falling into this slop. Whoa. How did I get over that? Oh lads, end up getting stuck over here now. How's this gonna happen? Will I take my weight? Okay. Oh you bugger. Ooh. I made it anyway, and I have my pot. I think I have an idea for the pot. I'm hoping the fire is going to keep some of the midges away. I have filled the pot with moss because I thought it might heat up and it might start smoking from underneath. Even if the fire goes out, which would be pretty cool. It is starting to drop rain now at the moment, but we'll see how this goes because they were just tormenting me. I couldn't think straight. I could only manage to fit one mushroom in the pan, so I might just throw the other mushrooms in after. I've noticed that there's quite a few spiders making a home for themselves inside the tent, but the midges have gone, so I won't complain. I'm just happy they're kept at bay for the moment. How long I'm going to be able to keep this fire going is any man's guess. But it looks pretty cool at the moment. Right, I think one of the stakes is done. The other one needs a bit more time. But hopefully this one is alright. Let's have a gander and see. That's not bad now, if I do say so myself. I'm just trying to get a bit organised here, because it is raining very heavy. I hadn't planned on getting into the tent this early, but sure, it'll be grand. I actually don't think it's that early at all. Hold on now till I check. I think my phone is in here. What time is it? It's 8:10. So I think I'm going to get the inside of the tent sorted and just relax, get a cup of tea on, check out that movie. Now if this inner had a T-zip, I would be laughing, but it doesn't. So I'm limited on where I can lie and what I can do and all that jazz. I'm just going to get the sleeping mat out, get it sorted. Now, I'm not going to use the pump sack. I'm kind of cheating tonight. I brought a little luxury, little electric pump. While that's doing its thing, I'm just going to get out the quilt. Knocking over the gas and everything, here I am. Yeah, it's cozy, I have to say. You won't believe it. I'm after breaking the inner of the tent with my big arse. I went to grab something from the vestibule, plopped myself back in on top of the inner. So this tie out is gone, and the top one, I don't know if I ripped it off the tent or what. I'm just going to see what the situation is. Okay, so it would appear that I've ripped the hook off the top of it. Even my head torch is broken. It's just coming off the headband. Oh lads, just seems like one thing after another tonight, you know. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop down the rest of the inner, and I can use it kind of like a little bivvy. So that's the plan. Hopefully we won't get too many midges in here now between now and when I go to sleep. Oh, there's the there's the broken bit, look. Oh, I'll have to sew that back on. Oh, dumbass, huh? It's just my gigantic arse, you know, just causing havoc. And this head torch now, I need to fix that as well. Oh, there's never a dull moment. Oh, I just blinded myself. Turn that off. Oh, lads. Now, at least that's a quick fix there now. I've decided to lay down the inner. I zipped up the door on it to keep all the little creepy crawlies out. And yeah, I'm just going to use it as I would have used it, only I'm lying on top of the inner. And I still have my sleeping mat and I still have my pillow. So, happy days. Plus, it's pretty mild. You know, I'm not too, I'm not cold or anything. So I don't really need the quilt. Although it would be nice, you know. I just don't have that luxury at the moment. Oh, it's so nice to lie down. The goodies for tonight are very fancy. We got your standard pink snack bar, a must have on every camp, but we also have a caramel cake bar, which are amazing. So I'm really looking forward to having that. And I also have some rich teas, but I need to keep some of these for the morning because I didn't bring anything for breakfast. I also have to check myself for ticks, because where there's one, there's many more, so I need to really check myself over. When I'll do that, I don't know. Possibly tonight. I'll just strip off and check everywhere. I'm after finding the movie, and it was a right pain in the tush because of all the adverts popping up. So we're going to give it a bash. I have the tea there, a few goodies. We'll see how this goes. Oh, I was meant to do my headphones actually, for a more immersive experience, and so I don't get copyright strikes. I'm gonna pop in just one, because I need to be aware of my surroundings as well. I recognise that guy from somewhere. I think this movie is meant to give you the impression that it's not a horror film. So I'd imagine stumbling across this without reading the description could land you in a spot of bother, you know? Oh, lads. He just watched his friend get murdered and did nothing. And now he's in a tent. Loving it. I have to say this is better than watching Annabelle. At least it's a bit of a laugh. And the scenery is beautiful.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, that's cool. Sorry, I'm just admiring their camping spot. It's absolutely lashing. Oh, I feel their pain.
My bridge. Jesus Christ, the bridge. Oh, you mean the perineum?
Yeah. It's a very good movie so far. Very enjoyable. I don't think it's going to remain that way, but we'll see. Oh, it's the boys. Oh, sorry. Is this like a demon or some sort of creature that's out there? I assumed it was going to be a person. What have I let myself in for? I think they're lost. Raining again. They just found a house in the middle of the woods. I would be gone. There'd be nothing keeping me in that house. Oh, it's not even bad yet, is it? It's not even bad yet. It's going to get worse.
Should we have a look? Absolutely not.
Oh, I missed it. And then I didn't. It's one of those movies you just don't know when the jumps are going to come. And that makes you really like look, because it's showing you the trees and you're like, am I meant to see something here? And then you're looking when really you want to be pushing the phone away. I get a lot of shots like these. You know? It's a bit too familiar. He's in the tent and hearing things. You are joking. I have to go back. I have to go back. What was that? I don't know what that is. I have to say, I'm looking forward to this being over. Oh, you cheeky little. Oh, a spider on my leg. I don't know what I think about it now, I have to say. I'm not really freaked out or anything like that. I'm more interested in seeing what the thing is. Oh, that was funny. Well, I have to say, that really wasn't too bad at all. Might as well get myself tucked into the quilt and try and get a decent night's sleep. Hopefully it doesn't rain all night. I don't think I brought the earplugs, but I'll have a look. I might have them in a bag somewhere. Morning. It's about 10 to 6 and I slept terribly. It was really bad. Really bad. I didn't have the earplugs, so the rain was waking me up. I woke up forgetting that I was inside this, and I had a little bit of a panic, I'm not gonna lie. Kind of panicking to find a zip and everything. Oh, that was not a nice experience. It just seems like last night everything went wrong. It just felt like it was one thing after another. Even the scary movie wasn't that scary. It is what it is. I'll have to do a little bit of a repair on my inner. So, no point worrying about these things. Things happen. You just have to carry on as best you can. But I am really looking forward to this cup of tea. I'll tell you that, I'm going to turn up the gas because I'm very impatient. And I have no breakfast this morning. And the reason I've no porridge is that I'm not too far away from home. I wanted to have a nice easy camp last night. Ended up jumping ditches and all sorts. So I don't know how easy it was, but yeah, my back feels alright anyway. You know, that's the main thing. I wanted to try and take it a little bit easy. Yeah, it's nice listening to the birds. There is a rooster crowing since about 3 o'clock this morning. I don't know why he's at. Regardless of how last night went, it's just so nice waking up to the sound of the birds and, you know, out in a tent. It's nothing quite like it. I almost talked myself out of coming here yesterday, but I knew if I didn't come that I'd regret it next week when I'm deep in the trenches and work, you know. And everything is just stress and not that I do stress very much, you know. I try to avoid stress if I can, as most of us do. I might eat breakfast. You might not think it, but I'm actually watching the sunrise. Yeah, not much to see this morning, in the way of a sunrise at least. But the birds the birds make up for it. Let me know what you think, but I think last night was a bit of a messy camp. But I'm very happy that I was able to tidy up where the fire was without leaving any sort of a scar. I'm going to bring that pot back with me. That'll be my good deed for today. But usual carry on. I didn't leave any trace. I have no idea where the next camp is going to be, but I hope you enjoyed this one. I'm sure you might stick around and join me for the next one. And I'll see you then. Good luck.